Hi everybody, welcome back to Off the Shelf. Today I'm interviewing the cast of Bridgerton. I figured I would just come out and say it. You've obviously seen the title of this episode, whether you are listening or watching. This was incredible. This was such an impactful moment on me as a person and me on my career. And, you know, I've done quite a bit of interviews over the last couple of years. I'm still very nervous every time I do them. And what I'm about to say doesn't discredit any of the past interviews that I have done because they have brought me to this point. But having the trust in me to do these junkets like People We Meet on Vacation last week and like Bridgerton this week means so much to me. It means, again, so much to me just as a person and as a person in this industry, especially for a show that I have so much love for, and I have so much love and respect for this entire cast. Never did I think I would ever have the opportunity to meet them, see them, let alone interview them. And, you know, I just had so much fun with it. I had so much fun prepping what questions I wanted to ask them, how I wanted the interview to go. And I walked away feeling really good and really proud of myself for these interviews, which is sometimes tough to do. I tend to be a person who overthinks and it's like, why did I say that? But you know what? I felt pretty good about them. I had a lot of fun and I had a lot of passion for what I was talking about and what I was asking. And, you know, I walked away with a lot of book recs too. You will see that in this episode. So I really, really hope you enjoy it. If you are watching this episode on YouTube, I have to say this, you will hear it time and time again from people, and I know, but please click the subscribe button. You will notice that we are on a brand new channel for the new year going forward. We really want to do some cool shit this year. And believe it or not, hitting that little subscribe button actually does help. So if you are listening, maybe head over to YouTube and watch us, because then you can get to see me chat with the whole cast. And if you are already on YouTube, please click that button. And I hope you enjoy the interview. So without further ado, here are them. Hi guys, how are you?
Hi Morgan.
Hi Morgan.
Yeah, good. How are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you. This is my first virtual press junket that I've ever done, and I'm once again honored that this could be Bridgerton for my first
Wow,
one.
nice place to start.
I
Yeah.
know. Do you make
Yeah.
TikToks?
I do. I make book content. If you couldn't
I
tell,
feel
from all
like
the
I've
ones-
seen you on my feed. I was
Wait,
like, you
I'm
look
honored.
familiar.
And my
Anyway,
last
sorry.
name is Book, so it was a very natural thing for me to do. My first question is also very book related. If you guys could erase any book from your memory and read it again for the first time, which one would it be?
Freedom by Jonathan Franzen.
Wow. A Little Prince.
Great one.
Yeah.
That is a good answer.
Because you can read that at any age.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good one. Yeah.
Now, in the past seasons of Bridgerton, we've had these iconic lines with one of my favorites from season 2, like, "You're the bane of my existence." Do you guys think you know the line that will hit in season 4, or do you think it'll surprise you?
I think it always surprises.
I think it will surprise me because, yeah, I feel like that's the thing with viral videos is sometimes you don't know what's going to become viral.
You don't know.
And
But
what
are there
people are gonna
some
latch on.
contenders where you're like, maybe?
The thing is that I feel like it's funny that as an actor, the difficulty always is you have to sort of detach from that aspect of things because that's the exchange that happens with the fans. And actually all you can do is just try and sort of be very specific to this story rather than be like, what's going to be the equivalent of season 3 in this story? Do you see what I'm saying? It's actually, I think we've tried very hard to just concentrate on this specific story. And, you know, I do think, I stand by that. I think it's very difficult to see what people will latch onto. I think it's very mysterious how that can happen. Like, there are obviously lots of moments, but that's sort of up to the fans, I think. That's something that the fans will decide. Yeah.
No, that's great. And it's a perspective that I've never gotten. Like, I could never be an actor. I owe so much credit to you guys for being able to do that, but that's incredible. Now, Benedict and Sophie meet at a masquerade ball. When you both met each other for the first time, what were your first impressions of each other?
We had a good hug.
We did have I was like, he gives great hugs.
You give great hugs. We had a nice hug.
We had a nice hug.
Did we say anything to each other when we hugged?
I was so nervous, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I think you can just tell by someone's aura, like,
For
if
sure.
they're going to be a good person. I think. But genuinely, and I think that was what I really felt. And I was like, I think I'm going to be in safe hands.
Yeah, I think I knew that. Yeah, I think there's a real generosity about you. I think it's very, yeah. You're right. You can sort of feel that in a first meeting, can't you? I just think you're very generous.
Thank you.
No, I love it. That's great. Now, fans, including myself, have been waiting for Benedict's season. How do these fan expectations and the pressure affect how you both stay confident in bringing these characters to life in season 4?
Surprisingly, I mean, initially before I started the job, I think I was thinking about that pressure, but then quickly when you get onto set, that kind of all fades away, and then you really just focus on the work. And I think what I appreciate about Luke is it is just like getting on with the day and figuring out whatever scene we have to do that day, what's the best way to make that happen and make it come to life. Mm-hmm. Because the minute you start thinking about external pressures and pleasing people,
agreed,
it becomes forced and actually not honest. And I think you actually have to focus and buckle down, and that's actually where the honesty can be read.
Yeah, because the fan attention can feel very overwhelming and quite a huge thing. But I think it's important as the people who are telling the story or in the story to stay in control of it. Like, obviously we have to meet the fans, but it's not our job to deliver something just like, just like a sort of like, just here, have what you want. Like we're also the job of actors is to sort of bring stories and surprise people and take them in different directions and maybe give them something they didn't even know they wanted, rather than just sort of deliver what they said they wanted.
I love that. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. So the first question I have for both of you is, if you could erase any book from your memory to read again for the first time, which one would it be?
Oh my God, so many. I'm just going to go to my go-to answer at the moment, which is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Okay, I still have to read that one.
You haven't read it?
No, I just read Daisy Jones and the Six and Atmosphere. So next I'm going to read Seven Husbands.
Fair.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to keep it very on brand to the show, and I'd love to wipe my memory of the Bridgerton books and then now go back in time and read as if like having had the whole experience and then reading the first one for the first time. That would be cool.
So the first one is the one you would want to read again for the first time?
Yeah, I think just so that I could make sense of it all. That would be, and also because when I did read that first book, I hadn't had any experience of the show. So just to completely flip it on its head, like now having worked on the show for 4 seasons, I'd love to go back. Yeah.
Now, I know Claudia couldn't be with us today, but in an interview from about a year ago, she was talking about how she didn't have FOMO. She had the fear of actually being involved and would rather be at home.
I remember this.
Like, same. But what is like the ideal solo night for both of you?
Oh my God. A movie and a takeaway and pajamas and a hair mask and a face mask.
Yeah.
And so much food.
That sounds great.
What kind of movie are we watching?
It depends. It depends on the week that you've had as to what you need. Mm-hmm. But I love a rom-com. I do. Especially when you're just by yourself and you just want to have a lovely time.
It is really about in that moment. I'm so bad at being like, if I want to watch something, I'm like, I need to decide there and then what I
you just
fancy.
scroll for ages trying to find one.
I think if it's a solo night, mine would be PlayStation. All of the boys are on. Also food and just really nice lighting. I am like such a sucker for like some warm evening lighting. If I walk past somewhere that's well lit, I'm like, that place looks really nice.
No big light being on.
Yeah, no.
Nothing big overhead. We got to have like the mood lighting once it's dark out.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Luke, we just wrapped up your season for season 3. What is it like? Kind of like, do you feel like a weight has lifted off your shoulders? Can you kind of like be a little bit laid back? Like, what kind of emotions were you going through while filming season 4?
Yeah, well, the trouble is I'm a massive attention seeker, so I really struggle. No, I'm joking. I really enjoyed it. You know, last season was it was a real experience, and you know, being able to promote the show and have the premieres and get the response that we did was more than anything I could have dreamed of. So then to come back to the show and kind of take my place in the ensemble and support, you know, the next Bridgerton sibling and the romantic story. I was just really excited to get into that. You know, Benedict has been a fan favourite, but also a favourite character of mine for a really long time. And to be able to see him play out his love story, I was so excited. So reading the scripts, I could kind of take a step back and just really enjoy them for the first time. So it was great.
And Hannah, we haven't seen your season just yet, but is there anything you want to bring forward in your character that maybe we haven't seen before? Like, has Luke given you any advice, like, when your season comes?
No. Give me some advice. No, he hasn't actually been helpful at all. I don't know. When that time comes, I don't really... Oh, gosh. I don't really know. I mean, Francesca's story is such a good one, but also quite an intimidating one. So, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying what she's experiencing right now. But I'm very excited to tell that story when it is my turn.
Hi, it's lovely to meet you both.
Hey, Morgan.
Hello, reader.
If you couldn't
that's a
tell in
lot
my
of
first
books.
question, so many books. And obviously it's a book question first. If you guys could erase any book from your memory that you've read before and you would love to read it again for the first time, what would it be?
Judi Dench's biography. I did read that one.
Did you?
Yeah, and
all
laughed
the way through.
all the way through.
Like a drain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I laughed like a drain. It was fantastic. And I was on tour at the time. So it was kind of like a book, and her knowledge and her jokes and her kind of enthusiasm for the industry was kind of coming along with me.
Lovely.
Yeah, it
I've
was
got
good.
that on my bookshelf.
Yeah.
That might be my Christmas read.
Oh, great.
Very
I'd
nice.
love to get back to
Very
that one.
nice. I 2 years ago, I was a Booker Prize judge, so I read 165 books in five.
No
five
way.
Yes way. It was like, but it was so. My husband writes novels, so I had to read every page because I sat and watched how long it takes to write a novel. So I love books, but last year I couldn't read any books. I was like booked out. So what I did to get back into it was to revisit books I've loved. And it's not one book for me, it's a series of books by Walter Mosley. Do you know him? He's an LA novelist.
No.
African-American, Jewish-Russian combination. Bill Clinton's favourite novelist,
Okay.
crime writer. But he writes about, it's about, there was a film called Devil in a Blue Dress with Don Cheadle and Denzel Washington, which is one of the books. But he writes about the Great Migration when African-Americans came up from the South and moved to California. But he writes his character, Easy Rawlings. He's a detective. And it goes through him as a young man, sort of 17, 18, and by the end of the series, he's like in his 60s. So you see a young man grow into an older man, banging crime all the way through, and you also see LA grow up. So you see how the city shifts and the community shift. And sometimes I read the books from when he's like 17 up to the oldest, and then sometimes I read them backwards.
Yeah, great.
Because it's
That's
just
very
so
cool.
you see him get married, get divorced, children,
that's very
pets,
good.
all of that stuff. So that's a great series.
Okay, both of those have just been added to my very long list of books that I need to read. Now, Lady Danbury's cane and Queen Charlotte's wigs are very prominent parts of both characters. What is something in your own lives that, like, you both are known for? Like, whether that's, like, being the best dressed or giving the best advice?
What am I known for? I think I'm known for wearing hats, actually. I like a good... probably known for my Wimbledon hats.
Oh,
Yeah, my Wimbledon caps.
I say, I'm going to have to look out for these.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I wear that quite... That's my go-to.
I
You like a little...
I like a hat.
Yeah.
Danbury's
farmer's
hat.
hat.
I've got a butcher boy
boy.
hat. My Danbury's hats are because I love hats. So yeah, I think hats.
Hats.
Hats, I love it. Now, is there anything from the Bridgerton era that you guys would love to have in modern day?
Yes. The tailoring. Oh my goodness me. I mean, some of Danbury's long coats, they are fantastic.
Gorgeous.
And we have the most. John Glazer, our designer, is
fantastic.
ridiculous, and
all of his crew.
all of
God.
his team. So we get great. I mean,
do.
sometimes I will stand up in a scene, so you see the back of the dress or the back of the coat, because so much time has gone into it, and you never see it. So I'll find a way to show it off because the costumes are so
Phenomenal.
stunning.
Phenomenal.
Even like as a viewer, I'm in awe the whole time while I'm watching. Last question I have for you guys. Both of your characters have been here since season 1. Is there anything you both have individually done to like evolve your character from that first episode that maybe like us as viewers haven't noticed?
Yes, I have evolved the wigs that I wear.
Okay.
in terms of how heavy they are. So back in season 1, girl, they were heavy. They were heavy. And now
How can I ask how much?
I know, exactly. And now we've tried to use like lighter material, especially for the actual framework of the wigs, to make them less heavy.
How heavy were they in that first season?
I can't even tell you, mate. It was brutal. Brutal.
She was in a lot of pain off camera.
Yeah.
And I feel like it'd be hot too.
It's very hot. It's very hot. Yeah. But it's got better. It has got better.
It's gotten better.
And I'm
4
very
years in.
grateful.
Yeah, 4 seasons.
4 seasons in. Very grateful.
And I've discovered the secret of the cane is the canes were always too tall for me because I'm quite short. So my hand was sort of up here with the cane. So over the years we keep cutting it down so that I can actually keep my arm in a normal human level position. There we are.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good, impressive library behind you.
Blimey.
Thank you so much. And my first question is actually about books. And my last name is Book, so it's always like very fitting to ask. But if you guys could erase any book from your memory to read again for the first time, which one would it be?
Well,
The Van.
What is that?
I've never heard of it.
Neither have I. I'd probably go with it's probably a bit very, very common, but The Alchemist. I remember the impact.
Okay,
that had.
I have mixed feelings about that one, but I definitely I get why people love it.
Yeah, I mean, I read it when I was like 17, 18, so it just had a really strong impact back then. It's probably already erased from my mind, which means I need to go back and read it anyway and just see what has changed about me because the words are the same.
There you go. Okay, I'm adding, but I do also want to reread it because I read it a long time ago. But anyway, so both your characters find this like unexpected love later in life. What is something that you both didn't try until later in your life, but you absolutely love it now?
Oh,
Gardening. I keep saying that it really doesn't work now that Shonda said it doesn't work.
Huh?
But I really like gardening.
took a while, huh? To discover the
That's
joys
such
of
a good
gardening.
answer, though.
I really do like it.
No, I've got mine is tennis. I've been playing.
Really?
Yeah, I've been playing for 6 months now.
Bloody hell,
and
you're like
I love it.
Climbing walls, piano. I'm the gardener. But
An athlete.
Yeah.
No, with the gardening, my mom is like, no, you will eventually grow to love it. I don't want to go pick
remotely
weeds right now.
interested before. Not remotely
No,
interested.
same.
I'll
get around
love
to
it now.
Now, if you both lived in a house with 8 children, what is one house rule that you would enforce like immediately? No ifs, ands, or buts.
Clean up your shit.
Yes.
Clean up your shit.
Yeah.
Clean it up. Clean up after yourself. You know, organization, order it would have to be paramount because with that many people in a house, I'd lose my shit.
My mother brought 5 of us up on her own, and we were dreadful, absolutely dreadful. And she used to have like lists of things that we were to do, and we never did them. We never did them. She made a little swear box that if we swore we had to put money in. Right. We used to open it to go to the cinema. It used to take all the money. We were dreadful.
Ruth, where did you fall in the order of the 5 kids?
I was the youngest.
Oh,
youngest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so were you like left to fend for yourself, or did you wreak havoc?
A bit of both. I think the one up from me, my brother used to pick on me, so they used to pick on him. It was terrible. Yeah, dinner time was dreadful.
I'm the oldest, so I'm very much the opposite. Like I'm the second mom to my younger brother, as much as he hates to admit it sometimes. What are 3 words you would both use to describe your characters in this upcoming season?
Nervous.
Genuine for me.
I was going to say desperate, but that sounds terrible. What I mean is I'm what's another word for that? You know, when I suppose it is. Desire. I don't know.
I don't know. Is that a word?
No.
You're the book smart.
I get what you're trying to say. Yeah. I have watched the first 2 episodes, and I get it's not desperate, but you're just like
Eager,
But
keen.
maybe
Keen.
open?
Keen.
Eager.
Yeah, keen is
Yes,
good.
There you go.
No.
Yeah.
Thank
Good.
you for saving the day. Thank you.
And then what about 3 words to describe the season as a whole? What can we expect?
It's a fairy tale.
Yep, fairy tale.
Very
Steamy.
Cinderella.
I
Yeah.
think it is steamy. That
Yeah.
what else?
Romantic.
No, that's perfect. Thank you both so much. This was my
Oh,
first
thank you.
virtual press junket that I've ever done.
Oh, wow.
And I'm
Amazing.
honored that it could be Bridgerton. It was great. It was lovely to meet you guys.
Well, very lovely to meet you too.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Take care.
You too.
Junket that I've never done. So
Yay.
it's been an honor. Thank you
Well
so much,
done,
guys.
kiddos.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Bye. We're done.